Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. John here. It's time to start building our dreams. So today we are at the S.A.V.E Expo in Central Florida at the Florida International Rally Motorsports racetrack here. So we've got everything here from Toyotas, Fords, Jeeps, and any vehicle that's four-wheel drive basically, even some all-wheel drive Subarus. There's all kinds of vehicles back here. There's an exhibit, there's an off-road park, as well as an adventure trail ride that you can do. So if you would smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get the notifications for early access. Check us out over on TikTok and Instagram as we continue to post stuff. There's a lot about the S.A.V.E Expo over on Instagram, and I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to see a lot of cool rides, good exhibit, and we're going to enjoy this weekend. Hold on. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone who provided interviews and let me share their stories. Thank you to the S.A.V.E Expo team for a great event. I also want to apologize up front for the poor audio quality. We had a few technical difficulties, but I just wanted to share these awesome interviews with you guys. Hi guys, so I've got the Rhino USA tire deflators. Here is their booth, Rhino USA. They have a whole bunch of different parts, recovery gear, and what have you. This is their Gladiator. Cooper STTs. Looks like they got a little bit of a lift. Trim fenders, lights for a light rack, traction recovery boards, winch. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, so we stopped at the Rhino USA booth, and I want Harrison to tell you about what they offer and their line of equipment. It's going to be mainly. Alright Harrison, so what all we got here at the Expo?
Well everyone, first off, thanks for stopping by. We got some $20 show specials going on today. We've got a set of super shackles, soft shackles, mix and match e-tools, toe straps, tire deflators, snatch blocks, got all sorts of good deals going on. We've also got kinetic ropes, ultimate recovery kits, but above all else, we've just been out here having a good time, camping, meeting some cool folks like your host here, and yeah.
I appreciate it.
Great.
You guys sell traction boards, bags, all different types of bags.
We do. Yeah, these are actually our Generation 2 traction boards. So these have UV stable material, a high lift base in the center. There's nylon strands for fiber reinforcing, added wheel stud. You can use any sort of mounting solution that you'd like. As he pointed out, we've also got tool bags, some new digital camo print, so lots of new products coming out this year.
That's a pretty serious recovery strap right there.
Absolutely, that's a 30,000 pound brake strength strap. It's a 3-inch by 20 foot, and all of this does have a lifetime warranty on it, so if you ever did have any problems with this equipment, we know stuff happens. We'd always be happy to help our customers out.
Awesome. And then you got the different bags out here and everything else.
Yes sir.
All right, well Harrison, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, good talking to you guys, and thanks for tuning in.
Where can they see you guys next? What are
our next event will be the Southern Overlanders Conference at Brushy Mountain Penitentiary in Tennessee, but we'll be at Jeep Beach, Panama City Jeep Jam, Overlanders Expo East, SEMA, the Sand Sport and Super Show, so we've got quite a few events on the calendar this year.
Awesome, appreciate it Harrison. So we're stopping at another booth here with Faster Flate. They're going to tell us a little bit about their 4-tire air system.
Started doing this about 3 years ago, and we build multi-tire air systems. So we do 4-tire, we do 2-tire, I've done 6-tire, I've done 5th wheels.
Awesome. It looks like you're using all high quality 3/8" hose as well.
No, it's not 3/8, it's 1/4 inch.
1/4 inch.
But it is high quality. It's a hybrid PVC polymer hose, and yeah, ran out to all 4 tires.
Yeah.
We like to cover up the ends here, heat shrink them so that, you know, resist, no bends, you know, no kinks, and I think it cleans up the hose real nice. Protects the hose rails on the end. So yeah.
And then how does it connect actually to the tires? Is there a quick release on there?
Yeah, it's a quick connect. So it's an air chuck. It's actually made by Haltech, and it's got 3 teeth on the inside, and it grabs onto the valve stem.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, what's the MSRP on the faster flake system?
So it depends on how you configure it. Okay. We have a few different options. You can get it with a Velcro strap, which I don't have it displayed without the Velcro strap here, but on the 4Runner over there, you can get it with a Velcro strap. So it's around $220, $200.
$220.
So depending on how you configure it and what you include in your order, around $200 and $205.
Okay. And so if I have it just a Harbor Freight air compressor, this thing will work just fine with it.
Yep. As long as it's rated for your tire size. It'll air up.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take a look at their Jeep, but they're pretty famous here on YouTube. Take it away, Bill.
We're with CoddiwompleOverland. My wife, Deb, and I. We've got a YouTube channel that's been going about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And the current vehicle we're driving is a 2021 Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah, I'm tracking y'all bought that from Dan Cummins Off-Road, and they did the lift kit. Yeah. Because I got a Clayton lift too. So
awesome. Yeah, we bought the vehicle from Dan Cummins Off-Road. The big thing about Dan Cummins is you can buy a Jeep and have it outfitted and upfitted however you want it, and it'll still retain that lifetime powertrain warranty that they advertise. So what we went with was the Mojave package, and we did upgrade to a Clayton Overland Plus lift kit, the 3.5 model, the heavy duty springs in the back.
Yeah, can we take a quick tour?
Yeah, we'll just kind of start from front to the back. It's a base, started out base as a Mojave model, and we upgraded the suspension to a Clayton 3.5 with the heavy duty springs in the back, and we upgraded the shock to the Fox 2.5 DSCs. And the Mojaves come with the Fox 2.5s, but since we went to a taller lift, we went on to the double adjustable shocks. DV8 bumpers front and rear.
Okay.
A Smitty built winch. Yeah. We've went ahead and done the Apex chassis 2.5-inch 7.75 aluminum steering system. I have not run a front locker yet. We had a front locker in the orange Jeep, and in 3 years we used it twice. Front locker would be that advantageous. We felt like with the Mojave package, with the increased spring package and the shock towers, and the frame and the cast iron steering knuckles, those were things that with the terrain that we get on was more advantageous than the front locker.
Yeah, and that's one thing I know on the Rubicon. That's why a lot of people who have a Rubicon end up going to a Mojave is because of stronger frame, stronger spring buckets, and everything else.
And that's why we went with this package. The seats are a little more comfortable. They're higher bolstered. The steering wheel is more comfortable. So it's built for more comfort than less rock crawling than the Rubicon,
I guess.
Speed yeah. So with this package, we were out west last year, and we were hitting 6-inch washboard roads at 45, 50 mile an hour, and we could hear them, but we couldn't feel them. We've added rock slide engineering steps to this thing, and those have been a lifesaver, especially as much as Deb gets in and out of the vehicle filming. Then we've got those steps that come down, and then when we get ready to close the door, they just close right back up. Awesome. So as far as the tire wheel package goes, we went with the Dirty Life wheels, they -38 offset, so that pulls them out quite a bit. And the Cooper STT Pro tires, those are 37 by 1350 17s. And we get those from Cook Tire Distributors out of London, Kentucky. They give us a good deal on those.
Following you guys when you did the Smoky Mountain 500 and 1000 trip, and I heard rumor y'all did the Georgia Traverse too, or
we did do the Georgia Traverse several years ago, right after we did the 1000.
And what's the plans going forward? Have y'all done the Florida Adventure Trail?
We have done 2/3 of the Florida Adventure Trail, and we're going to finish it up leaving here today.
Awesome.
So we did a little bit of it before we got here, and then we're going to finish up Osceola tonight before we head back home. They have just released their GLR, their Gladiator exclusive model. This is production run number 1. They put it on the truck last Saturday. We brought it down here Tuesday morning. Been camping out of it for the last 5 days.
Yeah.
And it's an outstanding unit so far. We've had really good luck with it. They've given it to us for a month or two, just to get through some R&D, help them with just some real world recommendations, and that's what we're going to do with them.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy up in there.
Yeah,
it's got it's like a bench seat and then fold out bed towards the back.
Yeah, so it's got a full-size bed in it, full-length bed.
Okay.
It has benches inside. It's got a table inside. It has, this model here is their kit and caboodle, so it has pretty much everything. It has running hot and cold water.
Right.
It has a stove inside. It has a Dometic 30-quart refrigerator.
Okay.
It has the Red Arc Manager 30 system with a 100 amp hour battery.
Yeah.
Inside, it runs a Truma combi. Not only our hot water heater, but it's our air heater too, and it's got 3 vents to keep you warm. It's thermostatically controlled.
Awesome.
So you can set it at 68 degrees in there, no matter how cold it is, and it'll be 68 degrees. One of the cool things about these units is this has a flushing toilet.
Oh wow.
So it has an RV style flushing toilet. It has 15 gallons of fresh water.
Oh wow.
It has 12 gallons of black water that's hooked to a macerator. So you can, out of a 5/8" hose, you dump this thing. So if you can get close to even a pit toilet, you'll be able to evacuate your black tank without any problems.
Good.
One of the other big advantages you have with the Skinny Guy is with these ports here, and then one port on the other side, you're able to put the supply jacks that come with it, and unhook it from the mounts, the Anderson connector, and raise this up, and in 15 minutes you've got your truck back.
So you can basically go do what you need to do, come back. So if you want to wheel some hardcore trails, you could leave your base camp and then go wheel.
Well, yeah, you can leave your base camp, but the way this thing flips up, and as small as a package it is, you can go wheel as hard as you want to wheel.
Awesome.
In this thing and leave it on. We did some really incredibly hard trails out west with the Gladiator, or not the Gladiator, but the Power Wagon last year, and we never had an issue with it. If you can fit the truck to go down a trail, you can take the Skinny Guy with you.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know. So you must have the HD springs, because it doesn't seem very.
So we do have the HD version springs of Clayton.
Yeah.
The regular springs, you'll have just a little bit of sag, where these are the triple rate HDs.
Yeah.
It doesn't ride like a dump truck.
No.
They're super smooth, but it levels things out, and it takes that overweight sag out.
Yeah, that's what I noticed on mine. I've still got my Jeep rake too. Yeah. So it's definitely nice, and then you say 15 gallons, so you can take a hot shower and all that.
You can take a hot shower. It's got the outlet here, and they're getting ready to put another one out here. It's a wolf hitch connection out here in a shower room, or it does actually have a drain inside.
Oh wow!
So and all of this stuff can get wet. Yeah. But if you want to keep it protected, you can put, I think one of the just small shower tents will actually fit inside this. Yeah. And you can take a shower inside.
And you're tall like me, so.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot. That's got a 6'6" or 6'7" ceiling in it, so you can stand up, get dressed, whatever inside.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's move around back and take a look at what you got going on.
So moving around back, we talked about power supply. With power supply, you've got a 100-watt solar panel.
Okay. And it just slides right out.
And it doesn't slide out, it flips out. So when you're stationary and you've got the Skinny Guy deployed, this solar flips up, and you've got solar power. But when you get ready to take off, when this flips back up underneath, and when the Skinny Guy flips over,
it's still on the roof.
It's still on the roof. Is green power driven. So if it's getting enough power from the solar, it's not pulling it from your battery.
Awesome.
But then when you run out of solar power, we were cloudy yesterday, and this solar panel was still pulling more than the vehicle was pushing.
Awesome.
So then back here, this is where you've got some storage that you can get to from the inside or the outside. And then you have a 20-pound propane horizontal tank there that's already plumbed in, and also has a cord that you can bring out here and hook to your jet boil or whatever stove you have to hook.
How do you like the jet boil? Is that
Love the jet boil. The jet boil, when we were out west and we were at elevation, the Genesis jet boil was the only stove that we had in camp that altitude didn't affect.
Okay, awesome.
So as long as you're not at altitude, any of the other brands are working fine. But we had 3 different brands at 10,000 feet, and the Genesis was the only one that would work efficiently.
Awesome. And you use a lot of cast iron too?
We do to cook with. She's the mastermind behind the meals.
Y'all ever stop at the Lodge outlet there in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee?
We have there in South Pittsburgh and also there the one in Pigeon Forge.
Okay, awesome. Yep. Well, and Bill, I really appreciate you stopping by, and if we could ever do anything, guys, go check them out. You probably know them, the CoddiwompleOverland guys, Bill and his wife, and thanks for watching. If you would, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Go check them out. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Lots of pop-up tents and everything else. And then here's my buddy Lewis over at Inca 4x4. So we are with an old friend. I met him about 2 years ago. Lewis with Inca 4x4 is getting ready to make a grand introduction.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Inca 4x4 and we're out here at Southeast Expo in Starke, Florida. Again, I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we have the Inca 4x4 all aluminum campers. They're custom made. We take measurements of your cab and your truck bed size, so they're custom. It's all aluminum, and they come in just a little bit over 300 pounds. The gas struts that you can push up the sleeping area, and also the pass-through windows, and the ladders included, and even the roof is aluminum.
Right.
So you can check it out this way. The 3 crossbars are included, and you can mount your solar. And we also do the Jeep campers too.
Yeah, so I know the pass-through campers are really popular because, you know, if you enter bear country or if you follow Dan Grech at the Road Shows Me, he had in his Africa Jeep basically a pass-through very similar to what Lewis is offering and brought to market here in the U.S. So I've known Lewis here for about 2 years. He's always at the cutting edge, and this is your newest Jeep, right?
Yeah, this is our 2018 Jeep Wrangler, and we have it with the Inca 4x4 camper. The same thing, and so you have all the access to all your gear inside the vehicle. And yeah, it's they take 120 days to make, and it's they start at $7,800, so it's a really good price point. And we're in the Atlanta area, so you don't have to drive out west to get a camper. And we started doing Airbnb tours. That's how we got our start. And all the gear you see here, the Gazelle tents, the Cook Partner stoves, the showers, it's all stuff we use and highly recommend. If we don't use it on our tours, it's not something we sell on our website. So
awesome.
Yeah.
And then talk to us a little bit. You're selling the body armor too, right?
So for Bronco, for Gladiator, for the TJs, JKU, JLUs, we have the Mick Magnet armor, and the armors are either adhesive, a patented adhesive if it's an aluminum body, or it's magnet if it's the JKU TJs that are metal. Awesome. So those protect the vehicle on storm or way.
And so if you're on the edge about wrap versus the magnetic armor, over here you can see Lewis has his custom company design and everything for his Overland company.
They can customize one for you. These are running about $1,000, but if you're looking for something just to protect your vehicle, these are around $500 to $600 for them.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, to protect your vehicle, and you can also make your Jeep stand out.
Yeah, awesome. And then your trash bags here, you've been selling these for a while.
Yeah, these are Inca 4x4 trash bags. They, the Jeeps don't have a lot of space, so the ones we have, they have a disconnect, so you can take it on and off. They come with a strap that locks down, and so you can leave the straps on the tire or your tailgate and easily remove the bag on and off the spare tire or tailgate.
Right.
So yeah.
And then I saw you were still doing some work on your custom kitchen layout over here on the JCR bumper. Not too many guys have these. And just curious, last time I think we talked, you were at 75,000 miles. How many miles you got on her now?
93,000.
93,000.
Yeah.
Lots of trips out west and
trips out to Idaho, Moab. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
A lot of adventure miles.
Yeah. So you want to talk to us about your little cooktop, or is it not ready for prime time yet?
It's not really ready, but I'll just kind of show it to you. Let's see if I can put this to the side.
So this is where we get a little behind the scenes.
This all folds away, and this is just like you fold it like this, and then up, and it's just to this one space, and it folds away.
Awesome.
And then if you come over this way, when you have it open, we have like this cooking space, all this. I mean, so it's all the cooking space you would ever need.
Yeah, I really wish more companies, or JCR, whoever, these bumpers are super hard to find. I think there's like 2 companies that make them.
I like this one, and we're gonna work something out with like a built-in kitchen stuff, but that's kind of further down the pipeline. It's like a demo.
Yeah, because right now I'm still doing the lifetime tables and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. And then talk to me about this awning.
Yeah, this is a free spirit recreation awning. The things people don't think about when they get awning, you really need a pitch. That's like so vital, because a lot of them don't have that pitch in the middle, and the water just pools.
Yeah.
So this one has that pitch in the middle, and it just creates a nice like runoff for the water. And yesterday with the winds and everything, it was pretty extreme, and it held up really well. I added the guy ropes just to be safe, you know, but it held up really well.
And then you've got LED lights that you've got.
Yeah, just put up LED. They also make an additional room for that Velcro's on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Lewis, I really appreciate your time. I know I already picked up one of these cool Timbo Tusk stoves from you, and then probably a trash bag before we go. But thanks so much. And go check out Lewis at Inca 4x4, and if you want to try one of his Airbnb trail rides, go check him out.
Yeah. All you need is hiking shoes. We do off-roading and hiking, and it's a lot of fun.
All up in the North Georgia mountains.
All up in the North Georgia mountains.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Lewis. We got the last of Lewis's trash bags. He's going to have to go restock. Check this out. There's an old YJ over here. Yeah, I was a teenager once. I had a YJ, and that thing's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Coilover suspension, front rear, probably 60s. Awesome. Long travel suspension. Trail Hunters, 2016 Miami. We actually picked up some of this. This is like the best bug spray. If you're in the low country, or Florida, Georgia, anywhere, the no-nats, that's definitely the stuff to have. And we picked up a bottle. They actually have a candle now with the no-nats, and it's pretty awesome. But we're over here at Zeal Breeze. So we're here with John with Zeal Breeze. Talk to us about Zeal Breeze unit.
Hey, so this is our portable air conditioning unit. It runs on a battery we got here. It's an 840 watt battery. They last about 5 to 6 hours per battery. It's a 2300 BTU unit rated for about 40 to 50 square feet. Perfect for trailers like we got here, rooftop tents, inside the cab of vehicles, or camper shells in the bed, van life fans. I mean, small airplanes use them. Really anything you can think of.
Yeah, so is it double output here, or double intake, single output?
So it's a dual cycling system.
Okay.
Cut it in half. We got the evaporator side and the condenser side.
Okay.
So this is cooling in air.
Okay.
And cooling it. This is cooling in air to cool down
the unit itself.
Yeah, the compressed gas back into a liquid,
Okay. Yeah, I see it sucking in your shirt there.
Exactly.
Awesome. And then how long does one battery last?
Yeah, about 5 to 6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hook 2 batteries up and get a runtime of 10 to 12 hours, or what other people do is they'll cycle it, so they'll use one, charge one.
Okay. And then talk to me about, is it waterproof, weatherproof, weather resistant?
Yeah, weather resistant. We had it out in the rain yesterday, and it's doing totally fine.
Okay.
They could be out in the water. The other thing too I should mention about them is you can hook them up to your own battery supply as well. So a battery, stuff like that.
Okay.
We have a 12 to 24 volt converter, since it's a 24 volt system.
Okay.
That you can use to hardwire it into your own batteries too, so you're not
And how?
Limited by just our battery.
And does it operate in Celsius and Fahrenheit, or only Celsius, or only Fahrenheit?
The temperature, it'll show the temperature coming out. You can change that.
And how low can you go?
Just depends on outside weather, humidity, all that. We have seen it as low as like in the 50s, high 40s, but when that was taking place, it was like 60, 70 degrees out.
So it's going to give you a 20 to 30 degree difference, you think?
Yeah, exactly.
So just enough to feel cool.
Yeah. So 100 degrees, you're probably looking at 70 to 75.
Okay.
Where it's cooling down. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. All right. Well, I appreciate it, John.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, guys. So I'm here with another John who's got another YouTube channel, and we're going to let him talk to us a little bit about the Florida Adventure Trail. We've done a little bit of the Georgia Traverse, it's a trans SCAR connector, as well as a little bit of SCAR connector, and some other beach coast stuff. But he's going to tell us about the Florida Adventure Trail and everything in store for you if you go do that route. So go ahead, John. Take it away, bro.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for giving me a chance to talk about my stuff. Yeah, so I'm John. I have a YouTube channel and a company called the Sunshine State Adventure Co. or Sunshine State Adventure Company. We developed the first and only overland route, self-guided overland route that's here in Florida. It's a 1,200-mile route similar to the Georgia Traverse, Kentucky Adventure Trail, the SCAR, stuff like that. So you head over to our website. You download, website's FloridaAdventureTrail.com. You can download the route from there. It's $20. We donate $5 of every purchase to the Wounded Warrior Project. Awesome. You can upload those files to Gaia, Avenza, Onyx, whatever you have, and then guide yourself on your own adventure. Fuel stops are all marked along the way. We have waypoints throughout to let you know what type of a trail you're about to experience. Our main route is a very easy, not very easy, but easy enough route that like a stock Tacoma could do. We designed it that way for adventure bikes and stock vehicles, but we also have a bunch of hard routes that you can turn off of the main route and take a hard route, similar to the way the Kentucky Adventure Trail is designed, where you're going to need 35s and mud tires and snorkels and the whole nine. So you can kind of go from mild to wild on a route if you want to. Like I mentioned, right now it's a 1,200-mile route, but we're actually working on an expansion pack that'll add to our route right now that goes to the Keys and back, and that'll be available by the end of the year. You can find us on YouTube. My channel is Sunshine State Adventure Co. on YouTube. We have a Facebook group that's for the fat, where people are sharing ideas, campsites, sharing their experience, and organizing trail rides as well. And that group is called the Florida Adventure Trail. So you can go on YouTube, put in the Florida Adventure Trail fat. And we'd love to connect with you and grow that community and help you experience adventure in your own backyard.
Awesome. Thanks. So we stopped over here at Rome 4Low. I've got Matt here. He's going to tell us a little bit about Rome 4Low and what they do.
What's going on, guys? So my name is Matt with Rome 4Low. We are an adventure group based out of North Georgia. It's been operating for about 5 years. Let's say you have a brand and you want to get an epic picture, an epic video of your product in a certain location somewhere in the U.S. We'll put together a team of people and go out and create that content for individuals and companies. We also do guided rides all around the U.S. This year we're covering over 20 states. We're actually going to be taking a group of people right here at the Expo, and we're going to be heading out to do the full FAT, the Florida Adventure Trail. We're going to do all 1,200 miles with a great group of people from the Expo. So if you guys want to come check us out, go to our website at roam4low.com. You can see our full schedule of rides. Everything is currently open for registration. We have really small fees compared to other groups. We believe in just getting people out. So a lot of the cost goes to the permits and what you need to be able to get out on the trail. And if you guys ever have any questions about trails here in the Southeast or in other locations, shoot us a message on our Instagram, Facebook, and of course go to our YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you guys out on the trails.
All right, guys, here's a sea sucker, and these things are pretty cool. They just suction cups, super industrial suction cups. You can attach anything. They got ARB jack here, Max Tracks, rotor packs, but this is cool. If you don't have much space, this little sea sucker kitchen, there's our Lucker logo right there. They got flagpole mount, they even have bike rack mounts. They've got their tent held up by it, but go check out seasucker.com. So I want to talk to Austin, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his foundation, or the one that he's supporting, and what you guys can do to help out.
How's it going, everybody? My name's Austin. I'm the owner of Wide Open Overland, and we have partnered this weekend for the Expo with the Florida Veterans Foundation. The Florida Veterans Foundation is a 501(c) organization, and what they stand for is to help the veterans of Florida. Their primary goal and mission is nothing less but everything more. They will go out of their way to do whatever they can, whether it's financial hardship, whether it's PTSD, TBI treatment, getting those things organized. They are an amazing group of guys. They actually only have 2 full-time employees that are paid. Everybody else, which is, I believe, almost 500 people who are volunteers that work completely for free, because they believe that the mission of this organization is that important to them, and they strive to help everybody that they can. And it's awesome because they've started recognizing HBOT treatments, which is hyperbaric oxygen treatments, which is proven now and recognized by the state of Florida to actually treat and help treatment processes for TBIs and post-traumatic stress disorder. And honestly, it's one of the best advances that we've been making so far, and it really is awesome. They're a great group of guys. Everybody that volunteers is all prior service, whether it's Coast Guard, Marines, Navy, Air Force. They all are a great group of people, and they do everything they can to help. They do financial hardship assistance, and they work on a grant system. So basically, you come in, if you need help with anything, give them a call. It's a short paperwork process, but I have not seen anybody that's gotten declined that has needed assistance. They really do go above and beyond, and I highly recommend it. They actually just got this license plate approved by the state of Florida and through the DMV. It is the Gadsden flag license plate, and with that, every purchase of the license plate that they get, a small fee obviously goes to the DMV, but 90% of all the proceeds from that license plate go directly back to the Florida Veterans Foundation to keep moving on and keep assisting with veterans in need for the state.
All right, awesome. Well, I really appreciate it, brother, and thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
We're here at Trucked. I'm going to let you talk to Ben real quick. He's going to give us a walk around of his Badland system. He's right out of Pittsburgh, which is the steel capital of the U.S., and he's going to tell us all about his system and why you should buy a truck rack.
Hey guys, I'll show you our rack system here. We've got 4 sizes. We got a 6, a 12, an 18, and a 24. You kind of see some of the parts here on the table. The parts are made out of a 10-gauge steel. The main components are a single piece bent and welded, and then our face plates are 3/16 aluminum. So anything that you touch a lot won't rust because it's aluminum, and anything that's structural is steel. Our steel parts are E-coated and then powder coated, so it's the best coating system you can possibly do on a steel part. You can kind of see on my truck here with the 24-inch rack, you can actually open and close your tonneau cover all the way. If you got a trifold, especially on the mid-sized trucks like Gladiators and Tacomas. You can kind of see here too, it's as strong as it gets.
Oh yeah, it's solid.
Let me show you something else over here on the Gladiator, so you can really kind of build what you want. And so what we've done on this truck is we have a 12-inch rack on the passenger side. You can kind of see it under there. He's got his tent down low at the 12-inch height, and then on the driver's side, we have a 24-inch rack with running a big 18-inch molly panel. So his awning's all the way up top,
right?
And you still walk under it. You kind of get the best of both worlds with this setup.
That's pretty cool. And this is all made in the USA, right?
All made in the USA, made in Pittsburgh. Awesome. Pack and ship out of Pittsburgh. Get all the steel done.
So I take it you're a Steelers fan too?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Only when you're winning, right?
Auburn, yes.
Yeah, that's my Auburn. Okay. So if they want to check you out, do you guys have an Instagram or any other social media pages?
Yep. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, our website, gettruck.com.
Hi guys, so we're here at the Rhino Rack booth, and I'm going to let you talk to Blake, and he's going to tell you a little bit why Rhino Rack is kind of one of the most popular racks out there, and some of the other accessories and upcoming accessories that they've got coming out, as well as any future shows he's going to do. So with that being said, I'll turn it over to Blake here, and Blake, tell us a little bit about Rhino Rack and what equipment you guys sell and everything else.
Well, first off, thanks for coming by today, John. Glad that you were able to make it out to the show here in Florida. Rhino Rack, especially on the new Tundra like you see here, we debuted a whole new rack system back in October at SEMA in our no drill platform, and so this is just now, they just started shipping in the last few weeks. This is a no drill platform that will fit Ford, Toyota right now, where you do not have to drill any holes or anything like that. Awesome. Still got your same static weight capacity as the normal platform. It's just we did it where you didn't have to do a backbone system. Right. Moving to the back, this is the new Recon deck system with the bed towers and all that you see right here. Yeah. This has got the Recon bars on it. Yeah. This bar is revolutionary for us because it is full extruded aluminum. Awesome. And with that, each bar carries a 250-pound weight capacity. Oh, wow. And so with that, on a set of bars, you're at 500 pounds. Yeah. When you start putting north-south bars in there, you add an additional 250 each time. Awesome. So there's that, and then we've got some really cool accessories that we just debuted for the Recon decks, where you can do a bicycle, a kayak. The new tent mounts that you see right here, that's 4 bolts. That's it for a whole tent. You can take it on and off very quickly.
Yeah, I really like this bike mount. So I had the Yakima rack and round bars on mine. I ended up taking those down when I had the awning. But I like how this kind of just, you know, T-channel slot.
And so also on there, if we come back around where you see the awning right here, one of the coolest features that we do is our stow it system. So right under here, you'll see a mount. That mount is holding the awning, and when I say it's a quick release, it's 2 bolts. Awesome. You can pop this off, and you can see those mounts naked on the front. Okay. My light bar actually goes right there, but we had to take it off because we were having some electrical issues. Yeah. But it's literally 2 bolts, but that's the stow it system right there, and then you start getting into the stow it, that like the shovel, axe mount holder, and all that.
All right, Blake, and then so what other shows are you guys have coming up?
So of course the big one everybody knows about, Overland West, will be, let's see, Overland West, Pacific Northwest, Overland Mountain West, Overland East. We'll have Mid-Atlantic Overland Rally in Pennsylvania. We'll have ATR in Tennessee, which is Windrock's Appalachian Toyota Roundup. There's More Expo is probably the closest one coming up. 23 Toyota Tundra.
Yeah, they're good looking trucks.
Yeah, they are.
I just now noticed the little rhino horns on the front.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody here has absolutely loved that.
Can you get those on a Jeep? I don't know.
It might be possible if you've got a good enough 3D printer.
Yeah, I don't have a 3D printer. RhinoRack.com and hit these guys up. Blake, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you,
brother. Hey guys, I know you've probably heard of this bed rack system before, but we're going to talk to Travis with Extrusion Overland. He's going to tell us a little bit about his rack, and then if you don't follow Ozark Overland Adventures over there with Matt and his wife, Kara, it's absolutely awesome. So I'll turn it over to Travis, and he'll talk a little bit about Extrusion Overland bed rack system. Go ahead, Travis, take it away.
Hey guys, so we make modular bed racks that are all out of 80/20 aluminum, and so with that, it's an erector set, and you can get it made how you want it made. You can do it by the inch, so starting at 10 inches, the lowest for the bed racks, and you can go all the way up to some trucks as high as 24, some are 26. Just depends on how high you want it. You don't have to just be limited to a half rack or a full rack.
Awesome.
With that, with it being the 80/20 aluminum, you've got all the T-slots in it, so you can just put drop-in T-nuts anywhere along any part of the rack to attach whatever it is you need to attach. One of our options that we have, obviously, is molly panels down the side, so you can mount stuff to the molly. And another option is our axis hinge kits. So you can have your whole side lift up so you can have access to the stuff that's in your bed.
Right, and that's one thing. I went from a Thule rack where I could just reach in through the side. Now I've got like an overland vehicle system rack, and that's one thing I miss, is being able to, you know, get stuff out of the way and get to what's inside the bed.
And then a question might come up, you do have to have at least a 13-inch rack for that to work. I've got a Gladiator. Very common, you know, truck to have.
Right.
Mine is a 13-inch.
Okay.
So it's not, most people consider a 14 or 15 a half rack, but because 13 was the minimum, I don't like my tent way up high. I want to keep it as even with the roof line as I can. So I went with a 13-inch, and that's also the minimum you could do to have that lift up option.
Right.
So other than that, I mean, we make them for all trucks, and you just, you know.
So whether it's a Ram 3500, F450, all the way down to Tacoma?
Yep, pretty much the only stipulation on the Rams, you can't have the Ram box bed style. And that's about it. I personally don't have a tonneau cover.
Okay.
But we do make brackets that are wide wing brackets. And so if you have a roll-up style bed cover, that'll pretty much accommodate any of those, as long as it's not the Mopar ones.
Awesome.
But pretty much any roll-up style tonneau cover will also work if that's something that you're looking to have with your build.
And the one thing that catches my eye, and I know he's not sponsored, but these Milwaukee Packouts here, you know, I've got a few of the Packouts, a lot of other overlanders have the Packouts. So tell us what you got in your Packouts. What do you carry on the trail or on the road?
All different stuff. That one, the 2-drawer, I've got in the top like bungees, zip ties, ratchet straps, that kind of stuff. My bottom is my electronics, so that's where I keep my handheld radios, any of my lights that I'm going to pull out at night. This one over here has just got bedding, so rolled up rumple blankets and that kind of stuff. That one in the back there is my kitchen setup. So all my kitchen, not food, but anything to do with my kitchen is in that one. That one over there is another tall one back in that back corner, and that's my recovery gear and my compressors in that one. I've used other stuff all the way down from rigid to plano to everything, and part of me, my color scheme, red, black, and white, the Rubicon, I kind of went with that, but also the size of these. I had a big 23-0, and if you're out by yourself with the weight in it, it was just, for me personally, it was really cumbersome, really hard to kind of maneuver by yourself. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go all Milwaukee Packout and get it all set up how I wanted.
And they're pretty much water resistant, so I think it's like IP65 or IP68.
Yeah, I've never had. They obviously get dirty and dusty back here because I don't have a cover or whatever, but they're never inside.
I don't know if Milwaukee is aware that how many overlanders truly pick the Packout, because like he was saying, one of those XLs can get anywhere 40 to 60 pounds, same as, you know, being full of tools, whether you're using, you know, I carry my entire M12 fuel line with me, so I've got impacts, I got ratchets, I got
my little one has my drilling impact in that little one. That's my power tools. I've got a step 22, that tool roll, whatever that stays in my cab underneath my seat.
Awesome.
So, but yeah.
All right, and then I think this is the number one question out there. I hope Matt doesn't get mad. I may have to edit this out, but if somebody wants a vehicle bed rack for their Gladiator, or if they want a Gladiator bed rack just like Matt at Ozark Overland, what's the secret? Because I can't find it on the website. What do they need to do?
It's coming to the website. The XTR, that's the XTR3 version of the rack. It is coming. You can order it. You just got to message in and say, hey, I want a rack like Matt's. Right now it's direct invoice. We are getting our website updated, and that'll be added on so you can select it yourself. His is a 17-inch high XTR3 rack. So if you got a Gladiator and you're looking to get yours looking like Matt's, that's the height he has. The XTR3, his front, so the XTR3 breaks it up into a front and a rear section versus just one section like mine. And he has the axis swing ups on the front section. So his fronts lift up, his rears do not.
Okay. And then another question. What is the overall weight capacity of the rack?
So dynamic is 400 for the XTR1, 450 for the XTR3. Static is 1,500 pounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so you're never going to put 1,500 pounds on that.
No,
rack.
I think the most heaviest rooftop tents I've seen out there, the big XL ones are like 280 pounds or so. And then, I mean, even if you're a bigger person getting in that tent, you're not going to max out the 1,500 pounds be on top. Now, Also, that's going to count the whatever, you know, accessories you put on. But like you said, you're never going to. Now you might hit the close to the 400 for dynamic, depending on how much stuff you're mounting to the side, because gas and water and stuff you're mounting out on the side, that does get heavy. But I still don't think you're going to get over that 400, you know, pound dynamic rating.
It's close, because that's why I switched out the Thule, was because it didn't have an off-road or dynamic rating. And I was trying to get on some trails where, you know, things were flopping around, so that off-road.
Now that also, it varies. That's the advertised, but it also varies a little. The shorter you go, the better it is. You know, we don't say the specific number, but I mean, just by, you know, engineering, the shorter the bars and everything, they are going to be stronger, going to give you a higher, slightly higher rating. The taller you go, that's pretty much what those numbers are based off. What our max, you know, the 24-inch, that's pretty much what that's based off of, because the taller you go, it's a little less, you know, holding and stuff. But we do have these off-road reinforcement plates that go on each corner. That's an option, and that'll help with the stability, but also help, you know, with that as well.
Awesome. All right, Travis, well, I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
and go check out extrusionoverland.com, and you guys have Instagram and all that stuff too.
Yeah, Instagram. There is a Facebook group if you're interested or think you're going to either own one, or you are thinking about getting one and want to ask questions. There's a private Facebook group, but you can just go in and answer a few questions and join up, so you can see other people's builds and ask the questions of, you know, what's this height, how do you like this or that.
All right, and if somebody wants to see one of these racks in person, where's your next show going to be?
We'll be
at major shows.
More Expo, which is next month in Springfield.
That Matt's going to be there.
Yes, he will. And, but yeah, Springfield, Missouri.
Awesome. So go check them out at the More Expo. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So we're over here at Patriot Liners, and they've got little booths all over America, right?
Yeah, it's a franchise.
So it's a franchise. You've heard of Linex, you've heard of Rhino Liner and a few other companies, but they're going to tell you why you should go with Patriot Liner as an option if you want to line your truck, your Jeep, or Bronco, whatever you got. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
How you doing, guys? My name is Anthony Pellegrino. The general manager at Terry's Vehicle Accessory Center down in Fort Lauderdale. We're a Patriot Liner dealer, and we've sprayed a lot of these vehicles, full body sprays. You know, it's good for bed lining as well. And we'll give you a walk around on this one here we did on this Frontier. Basically done with the base formula, which is 25% more UV repellent than like a Linex, and has better properties as far as against fading, prevent fading. You want to walk around here. We also did a little bit of a clear on it just to give it a little bit more extra protection. We can do colors. We do colors here. This is my wife's truck.
Okay.
We did the olive drab. You know, it's great for bumpers. Like we did the bumpers on these Broncos, the rock slides, fender flares, and we actually even were able to integrate some stenciling. We're doing some new techniques here, so we can get this stuff built into the material with some stencils and some hot passes, and then texturing over it. So. The particular customer wanted to replicate kind of how the Pro 4X looked, you know, with the hood and the tire coming down off the side of it and everything. So yeah, this is a truck we built out, basically everything on it except for the suspension. This is Jack Conley. This is the owner of the truck.
How are you going?
Hey, how's it
Pass
going?
it off to him. I'll let him explain a little bit. And
real quick before we do that, so my truck is red, and I own a Mahindra tractor, and they're notorious for fading, you know, red to pink. So tell us why that UV index is so important.
It works great, like on fiberglass and metals, and you know, with plastics, you just got to do like some adhesive promoter to help it stick a little bit better. But as far as like, I know on a lot of the tractor, the hoods, they always tend to get really bad and faded. But yeah, it's fiberglass. That top's fiberglass, so you can see the finish on that. We did all these Bronco tops the same way to suit, but yeah, it would work great in your industry too, really.
So what about a timeline? What type of warranty does it have?
It actually has a lifetime warranty if it's done by a dealer. Of course, like with rock slides, if you're rock crawling or something like that, I mean, it's going to give you a measurable amount of protection, but if you start gouging it and there's a gouging injury, then it's more susceptible to peel, but it'll never organically just bubble up and peel on you.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks,
no
brother.
problem, man. You're welcome.
We'll pass it off. And
all right, this is Jack Conley. He's the owner of this Frontier. It's a really great truck we did, and we're happy to have him here with us.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it, Jack. Show me your truck, and do you have a YouTube channel or anything?
Just started a YouTube channel. We're on Instagram though, Jack's Editions. So
okay.
The purpose of this truck being built is
I want to keep my day job. I want to travel. So in about 6 weeks, once we get all the little gremlins worked out of the different systems, get them all working together, I'm going to take it from Key West to Alaska, from Alaska to Patagonia, and from Patagonia back. So it's about 25,000 miles, about 3 years. So to do that, you need some proper gear. So I've been talking with Tony. We've been building this truck for about a year. A lot of things have been on it, and then we take it off because it worked or didn't work for us. But for the most part, just getting the truck to be self-sufficient, platform. So of course the Nissan is a great platform. It's really underrated. So this is the 2020 Nissan D40. So it has the new 3.8 liter engine and the 9-speed transmission, super rock solid, developed Nissan and Mercedes together. So really great on gas. This thing weighs almost 8,000 pounds as it sits here, and I'm still getting 21.4 miles per gallon highway. 23 is stock. So I'm not going to complain. I've got the Coney 2-inch lift all around. Deaver Springs 4,000 pound leaf pack.
That's why I got my Ram. So it's good springs.
Yes, they are. Those guys
my
are
first
awesome.
vehicle was an 88 Pathfinder, so I've got some love for Nissan.
Yes, sir.
Heritage.
Yes, sir. Yeah, if you've ever had one, you cannot love them. They're go-getters for sure.
Any concerns, with CV axles? Are you going to be carrying extras?
So I carry an extra strut, an extra shock. I'm going to have extra tie rods and an extra pair of CVs just in case. So,
awesome.
I've got a whole set of Cobalt tools. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not looking for a sponsor.
I'm the same way. I got all kind of Milwaukee to all, but
I just built it so everything worked with everything else. And one of my favorite things is this Drought Masters water generator. So it's an atmospheric water generator from a place called Drought Masters in Texas.
Yeah, let's take a look at this thing.
They've been doing this for a couple of decades. They have some patents.
So is it like a dehumidifier?
It's a dehumidifier that will kill you if you drink the water.
Well, that's cool.
So it's this will make 5 gallons a day.
Yeah.
It's got a UV filter built into it, and also for the sake of keeping things easy for the person to use it, it has a Brita water filter. Under the right conditions, it'll make 5 gallons a day. So it'll either fill up this and I just keep emptying it, or on the back like a dehumidifier. I can just continuously run it out of a tube. It'll run for about 23 hours, turn itself off, do a self-clean, defrost. I've got the Dometic system. We took out the rear seat. Dometic system on an ARB slider rack.
Cool.
The attic up in the top is for all the solar panels.
Yeah, I noticed you reinforced your windows so nothing busts out a window.
Well, that's part of it, is that if I go out on something and something breaks loose in the back, it doesn't smash out the window, because
that's a good idea.
Wherever I'm going to go, I'm probably not going to find new windows anytime soon, right?
Yes, sir.
So we got to be careful not to... I'm not going to go easy on it.
We got the Overland Vehicle System 270. Yep, and this is a full 270.
Full 270, and then on top of this is the new Mamba rooftop tent.
Okay.
Full Factor 55 everything kit.
Okay.
Got a Red Arc 3,000 watt inverter running everything when the truck's not running. We are hooking up these 400 watt power solar panels through a clip through the EcoFlow system here. One of the most reliable. I take it everywhere. It works every time as expected.
And what does this do?
This is a portable battery station.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I can run AC or DC. Has all kinds of connection points. Right now it's hooked up to the 400 watt solar panel, and even without configuring it, we're running at 172, 157 watts input right now, which I'm not even lined up out there. It's just general sunshine.
That's good.
And then if we go around the back, watch out for the bicycle.
This your get around town.
That's like Tony's. A little bit. I got the deck drawer system, so really happy with this. No matter how much I put in it, it just keeps sliding. I got the cargo guide system because I'm kind of a big guy. I'm not going to climb all the way in the back there, so I can pull it to me. Got my portable toilet. Got my front runner propane tank mount in the back. It's going to hook up to my Julka hot water system.
Yeah, so you're the second guy. I was joking about, hey, I saw this RV hot water heater. How nice would that be? And but this I've actually seen more than one of these out here.
Yeah, I saw one. The guy over here had one.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
So the nice thing is, I get free water out of the sunshine.
Right.
And I can fill up this thing here, which is a Julka kit carrier. So I fill that up 5-10 gallons on a trip and just run all my hot water needs right out of this.
Cool.
And propane tank is all I need.
Awesome.
So I'm pretty set there.
WAM bumpers front and back. So the WAM high lift. WAM actually installed these at their factory in Georgia right before they sold their company to a company in Arizona. Okay. But I'm pretty sure they're continuing with the same quality. So
awesome.
It's all
I see this is your little stove here too.
I have a little stove there. Yep, keeps me. So I have a 13-foot diameter yurt.
Okay.
And so I have a roof jack for that. So when I'm out working, I might stay somewhere for a week or 3.
Right.
And I like to just be able to not have to pack everything up, but I also need to make sure I'm on a computer, so I can't let it get cold or frozen.
Awesome.
So plus if it's raining or whatever for a few days, I don't want to be stuck just in my tent.
Yeah. is that a North Face?
It is North Face, yeah.
I just bought one of those like queen size trail bed ones. Is that what that one is too?
Yeah, so REI has great deals on equipment. I always go to the garage sale area first.
Right.
Because people bring back perfectly good equipment.
Yeah.
And you can get a discount.
Yeah.
So, don't know why people do that, but they do that.
Yeah.
While I've been at the show this weekend, I picked up these flat jacks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hold 3,300 pounds.
And that's for leveling out your rig in case.
Yeah. Also, if I just need to climb on something where my bottle jack won't work, I can lift them up with that a little bit if I just need, because they get about 4 inches high. So there's 16 inches if I need it. So I can probably lift something up and get them. I don't know if that's there. They probably would tell me not to do that. But each one will hold 3,300. 2 purchases I made at the show this weekend was the flat jacks and this faster plate.
Right.
Really great idea. Cobalt tools everywhere. I got standard and metric. Dual compressor, ARB, works fantastically. I also am using for my air downs the Stawn tire deflator. Okay. So pretty easy to deal with that. Again, everything here is it's got to serve at least 2 purposes.
Oh yeah.
Working out the bugs of what that means.
Absolutely.
So in the back here, rear seat delete. If you look inside, you can see the whole power wall. So we got shore power, the big box on the top left. We got the WeBoost power in the red fin box. We got the Heiser gang box switch component, and then we've also got the Expion 360 25 amp DC-DC, and over there we got the 2 Expion Viper batteries, so 80 amp hours each, so 160 plus the Red Arc 3000 watt inverter. Okay. And then right below you is just cargo space, but you'll see the tube.
Diesel heater?
I'm sorry?
You got a diesel heater?
No, actually that's the air conditioning. It only went to the back seat. That goes to that box, so there's a fan on the top and one blowing towards the batteries. Okay. So I just run the air conditioner to that.
Yeah, electronics don't like heat.
So we also have vents in the ceiling of there. Okay. The reason for that is I can crack the window here and there and draw the heat up out, and through that I suck it out the top, so we get an airflow going through the truck. Keep it all the heat out of the back end.
Yeah, I really like these. Did you have these custom made, or?
So this is actually something Tony had up in his attic at the shop. It's just a screen mesh for the cargo van.
Gotcha.
And we made it fit here because, again, as you said, I don't want everything smash into the window and break it. Yeah. But I also don't let what I have up in the front show you. Typically the front end is empty. There's almost nothing in it we're looking at. So anybody who sees anything is going to look in the back window if they can. Yeah. I don't want them getting sticky fingers.
Yeah, and you've got some armor protection. They'd really definitely want to break in.
Yeah. And then we got the front runner roof rack system. I got the Garmin BC50 cameras, one on each side. Okay. One inside here in the top, so I can see what's happening in the back of the truck while I'm driving. So if I hear noises or rattles or I smell smoke, or I can just look at my panels and see if they're all lit up like they're supposed to be. Right. Front runner roof rack system. Again, Overland vehicle systems, Mamba tent, and the 270-degree awning. Yeah. Front runner antenna mounts. These actually, I won't do it now, but you pull a button and they turn flat, or every like 12.5 degrees. So I'm gonna make one of these for the satellite dish, so I can hang it off the side and not drive around with it, but just hang it off the side, so I don't have to worry about it being on the ground. Yeah. Garmin antenna, WeBoost antenna.
How do you like the WeBoost? I've heard mixed reviews. Some people like it doesn't get a whole lot of extra power. Some people say they love it.
Let me give you the perfect example. I live in Fort Lauderdale. I can go to the Everglades. I know exactly where my cell phone service ends in the Everglades. I have had that on, and I've gone 3.5 miles into the Everglades past that point and had no problem talking to people, calling people. I even called the WeBoost people. I'm like, is this working the right way? Should this be? They're like, yeah. If you got one bar, it's working. So when I was out there, I was getting a 700% power increase. Oh wow! Which is no joke if you understand electrical engineering. So, I'm a mechanical engineer. I understand it, but it works. It works. I can attest that it works really well. So we have the Garmin
So I'm using the Overland Excel system.
Okay.
You can get the Garmin Group Ride, the BC50s, and this. They all work in collaboration with this unit. So this has every map you would need to know.
Right.
You can I have all of North America. I've downloaded this thing and it's just fine. Doesn't have any problem. With the Group Ride, if you're running around with other people, and they're all using the Group Ride, you can actually identify them on the map.
Okay.
This has amazing features all by itself. It was worth an hour-long video.
Yeah.
It's worth looking into. It's amazing. But through this, I can see all my cameras. I can see us here in a second. I'll show you. So go to apps, and we'll see you here in a second. Well, you'll see a camera pop up. I don't know which one. All right, so that's driver side.
Right.
So we'll go here.
Make sure.
Do passenger, and it'll probably show you here in a second.
I think I'm getting a lot of glare, maybe a little bit more up and down. Uh-oh. Don't steal anything. You've got eyes on.
That's right. So I also just ordered a FLIR system for my phone.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to see what I need to see when I can't see what I need to see, right?
Right. Especially when you get down to Central America and all the
woods. You know what's out there with you, right? So you want to see it like, hey, what was that noise? Yeah, there it is.
Grizzly bear, run.
I also have a land moto system. So my rearview mirror is actually a digital recorder. This camera right here is front-facing infrared night vision, and I have the counterpart is in the back.
Yeah.
So I have night vision infrared for the back as well. It records. The nice thing about it is I can see in the dark, I can see in the fog, the rain, or snow as clear as anything else.
Awesome.
So if I get really where I'm in a situation not going highway speed but going slow enough, I can see what I need to see. Even if it's dangerous, I'll be able to see what it is. Over the grill, and you can see right below the grill, right below the front bumper. So I can drive on my own without a real true spotter if I need to, without getting screwed up. Of course, Starlink internet for the internet.
Yeah.
That's usually what I'm going to use it for.
Yeah.
Might make for a good table, but right now it works, so until it doesn't work, it's going to be that. We got Coney shocks all around, so 2-inch lift. The truck runs super solid. No problems with the suspension or the steering or the handling at all.
Right.
What we're going to put on, we just didn't get a chance to put on for the show, is I've got Desert Runner sliders. They're going to go on the sides. And I've got a full hefty Fabworks skid plate system.
Okay.
Including the one for the grill or the radiator.
Yeah.
On the back, I've got a Sam Tays differential, rear differential shield that's on there, so it keeps my pumpkin from getting squashed. Right. I've got a 10,000-pound synthetic winch. There's the front camera there.
Okay.
The front winch bumper. Yeah. So I like that they line up with the angles and the geometry, but also they're super solid.
Right.
If I need to push a rock or something else out of the way, I'm not going to smash the front of my truck in.
Exactly.
Unless, of course, it goes right to the middle of my truck. That's kind of the gist of it. Lots of other little knick-knack pieces and parts, but that's the bulk of it. So,
awesome.
Jack,
Good to meet you,
appreciate it. Thank you.
Not a problem. Hey guys, so I'm here with Adventure Off-Road Steve, and he's got a pretty sweet rig, and he's got some history behind it. So I wanted to turn it over to Steve. He's going to do a quick walk around, and then I'm going to we'll do a little collaboration, show him my Jeep, and then he's got a small YouTube channel and following like me, and we'll see where this goes from there. All right, Steve, take it away. Tell us about this. This is pretty awesome with the wrap and Alu-cab and everything else.
Appreciate it, man. So I started with a 2021 Jeep diesel. So I rode the diesel because I wanted the extra torque, and it's been great.
Yeah.
So what inspired the wrap was my grandfather. My grandfather was a military man for 35 years. He was an aviation mechanic.
Okay.
And he meant the world to me.
Yeah.
This was his favorite airplane.
Awesome.
So it's mocked up as a P-40 Warhawk.
That's awesome.
So if you don't know what that is, I'm telling you, you got to YouTube it because it is amazing, amazing airplane.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of started it. And then as far as everything else, the old overlanding style, it's family, man.
Yeah.
After losing a bunch of my family, it gets you thinking.
Yeah.
So I want to show my kids, memories of our vacations and our time out and places that we've all been, I've been, and share that with my family, and everybody else.
That's deep, because that's part of the reason I started my YouTube as well, because, you know, my kids are older. They're in this new generation where everything's got media. So what better legacy to, you know, share stories with your kids and your great-grandkids by putting something on YouTube where, you know, 20, 30, 100 years from now, if YouTube's still around, you know, they can go back and
absolutely
be like, hey, that's my great-granddaddy right there.
I would give anything in the world to be able to reflect back on a video of my dad and my grandfather, to just show to my kids, you know what I mean? Because my kids never met him. You know, my daughter was 2 and she met my dad once, and that was it. You know, so she doesn't remember. I mean, you know, we have pictures obviously, and I have memories that I tell them, and you know, you keep them alive that way. But to show a video or to be in a video it's pretty cool. So the day and age we live in now with the videos and everything, that's why I'm doing it.
Awesome.
It's been an amazing trip so far, and it's just going to get better.
So you got the diesel. I almost opted for the diesel if it only had a manual, but I love diesels. I got a Ram 3500 with the diesel. How's your gas mileage, even with the 37s?
With the current setup the way it sits right now, I'm getting 23.6.
Oh wow! Yeah, I'm getting 10.
It's been good. So I'm rocking the 17-inch KMC beadlock. This is the Mildstar XTs. These are the half mud terrain, half all terrain.
Okay.
I tried both of their mud terrains.
Right.
And I had the same issues that a lot of people were having with the cupping and the other issues. I went with the Badlands, man. I mean, a lot of my friends are...
It's affordable, it's dependable.
You know, but I'll tell you, they didn't complain when I got them out of situations.
Yeah, it's amazing these guys talk trash. You know, I pulled out an F-150, a Chevy 1500, and a few other vehicles.
I have multiple vehicles of turning things over and pulling things out, and pulling myself up. So the winch has worked and it's done its justice.
Awesome.
I went with a Rusty's off-road kit.
Okay.
For the lift kit. It's a 4-inch kit. At the time when I bought this, Rusty's was the only kit that had the front suspension was diesel specific. Yeah. Without having to put pucks or any kind of thing to kind of lift it up. So I'm very happy with it. If you look at these over-engineered, overbuilt arms on this thing, I mean, they're definitely built. Yeah. Of course, the cab. I just got the cab about 5 months ago. Yeah. After we got back from the Moab trip, it was the dust was insane. Right. So I really wanted something to kind of lock it in, and I didn't have to worry about that. So. I got one, and then of course CVT. I rock all CVT stuff, so I have CVT shower on this side, the awnings on the other side, and then this is their wedge style tent. Right. But I've been happy with everything thus far.
And what bumper are you rocking over here?
So this is the Barricade. Okay. I'm running Barricade bumpers front and back. I'm also running Barricade fenders as well.
Yeah, I like those tube fenders. So they're solid tube.
Solid tube,
man, those are heavy.
I'm not a small dude. No, I'm not. I can stand on this. Wow. So that tells you something. Oh yeah. And the light in it is absolutely amazing. But we're still having a good time, man. So I tell everybody, if you see me out, say hey. I'll give you a free sticker. Yeah. And go from there.
Awesome. And how many miles do you have on it? We were just talking about that.
Yeah, so I just rode 56,000 miles.
Wow. And it's a diesel, so it should. You know? Yeah. It's just getting broken in.
That's it, man. it's been riding out, and it's been very, very good. I've had very, very small issues with it, and I've been very happy with it.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Jeeps are a great, awesome vehicle, and thanks so much, Steve, for the walk around, and then we'll take a look at my Jeep here in just a minute. Cool. Go check out his channel over there at Adventure Off-Road X. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you would, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get the notifications. Go check us out over on TikTok and Instagram for early access. I get to share my dream with you, but the true purpose of this channel is to help motivate, inspire, and inform you guys so you can get out there and start building your dream.